People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Now, people, we know that Jamaica is one of the most educated places in all of the Caribbean, maybe in the world. However, it seems as if most Jamaican residents or citizens have not grasped the concept of red light, green light, what it actually means, and even if they know, they don't give a FUCK. Now, people, coincidentally, an incident occurred this morning wherein a man had the green light. He was driving, going about his merry way. However, an ex-typical IDIOT was either not paying attention or felt because he had a fast car, he had to press pedal to the metal and show off to his friends or himself, his ego. And people, this is the result. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Jano, live in action. What is this, man? Live in action.
I have a green light, way that before. I have a green light, way that before.
Live in action.
Now, people, like I said, the concept is quite simple. The reason why these organizations that are in charge of stoplights, traffic lights globally, make these lights almost like a highlight, a neon green, neon red, if that is such a color. Because they want people to see. They want it to be obvious. However, if you don't remember or know what red means or green means, I am going to explain as if you never hear before. Red means stop. Just like when your girlfriend or your wife say, you know, say, at a time they at the month, red light, that means, say, you know, say, not now run. Green mean go. Green mean on the mark set, go, a your time for go at the light. However, people, like me say, a lot of people, they are very impatient. A lot of people is either them dunce or them just don't care. They are very impatient. So therefore, even when the next person have the green, them still a go. Them still a blaze. Them no member. They don't see that highlighted neon green light that is saying that person have green, I may have the bright red that is shining in my eye. And people, the reason for this is that most Jamaicans, they are irresponsible. Most Jamaicans are selfish. Everybody is doing what is best for them. So therefore, that explains why our country have in excess of 400 people lose their life because of accidents. When persons intentionally break the stoplight, drive on the other side, overtake a line of traffic, yes, it is an accident that happened. However, it could have easily been avoided. People could have easily not gotten hurt or even worse, lose them life. So people, like me say, the concept is quite simple. However, it is your choice whether you are going to listen or whether you are going to do what you've always done. However, people, like them say, for every action is an equal and opposite reaction. That reaction might cause you to lose your life. However, the choice is yours. However, the point is that sometimes when you make silly choices, you take away persons that did not intend to lose them life. Point blank and period. And people, what is even more mind-boggling about the whole thing is that this happened early in the morning, crack of dawning. That means that the traffic was not so bad. So people, the question that we have to ask is that, where was this man that run the red light rushing to? Now, the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called CTAC. Call the PO High Command, call Stephanie Lindsay, call the Commissioner of PO. because Montego Bay, St. James is contaminated with corruption, especially as it pertains to the transport system, meaning that the popo that are working the beat, meaning that the transport authority. Now people, based on information that I've got, it is said that the whole system needs a revamp. The whole system, transportation system, meaning minibus driver, meaning taximan, meaning the popo that are working the beat that are supposed to know better, meaning the transport authority that is the regulatory body that makes sure that everybody should do what they are supposed to do, meaning that these buses, these taxis, they are properly regulated. They have the right documentation. However, people, here is the facts. A lot of these taxis, minibus, they are owned by popo that are working the beat, meaning the traffic cop. However, their drivers don't operate any different. Their drivers operate under different rules and laws, meaning that the popo that are working the street, they know that, listen, this cab, this bus belongs to Corporal so and so, so therefore this bus, this cab, whenever they are doing anything breaking the law, then pretty much turn a blind eye. They pretty much can do whatever they want to do and get away with it scotch-free. It is also brought to my attention that a lot of people operating taxis, some of them don't even have a driver's license. Some of them, the vehicle is not properly registered. The vehicle is not properly insured. The vehicle has zero fitness. It just has a plate that is assigned to nobody, none at all. However, here's the deal. When these people get pulled over by most, I am not going to say all of the popo are corrupt, but me I going to say 90% of them is corrupt. Whenever they get pulled over, especially when they have more violation, their payment or the bribery amount is going to be way, way higher. People, relevant authority, Stephanie, Lindsay, CTAC, whoever is in charge of corruption, if you actually care, may I tell you this is exactly what is going on. Whenever these cabmen or busmen violate any sorts of thing, registration, plate, bad driving, endangerment of anybody, these popo actually will take off their plate. These popo will actually hold their documentation. These popo will actually take their license. And they have to make payment. If they are not going to make payment on spot, meaning that go left or go right, meaning left a thing or they are going to write a ticket. And most of the time, people are going to left a thing. Now people, here is how them left a thing. They pretty much put the money inside the documentation. The officer acts as if nothing happened. Then the officer actually squeeze that money into his pocket. That is called bribery, payment. Now people, if that officer does not trust you, this officer actually has agents in which they work with that do the actual collection, black market agent. Just like how you have paymaster and billmaster, them are for them paymaster and billmaster. And people, this is a fact. Now people, when we talk about corruption in Jamaica, the transport sector, all of these transport places, they are monitored by people that are extorting the buses. That means every bus that goes in, them have to pay a loaderman. Most of these loadermen are people that are gangsters from Kingston with do all sorts of BS and gateway, and then them run come a Montego Bay and them set up shop. However, because these popo that are supposed to be capturing criminals are so caught up with lining their pocket, them pretty much too busy for no say, listen, people are get extorted. Now people, not only are people getting extorted, a lot of places, a lot of spots, including the transport centers, are places in which all sorts of drugs are being sold. However, there is no sorts of raids, there is no sorts of buy and bust, because people, them are get money also. The drug dealers in these facilities are also paying these poor. So people, me just say, we hear about the criminals and we know that criminals do what criminals do. The extortionists, the DRUGS dealers. However, when it gets to the point in which the poor are also the beneficiaries of this ill-gotten mean proceeds of crime, people, it is sad. So therefore, my point is this. If I don't see the relevant authority, the Commissioner of Poor, pretty much taking off all of these officers that are assigned to the transport sector, trafficking department or division being removed very, very soon, it tells me that you are also a part of the problem. You have no problem with these people and their corruption. And people, when we say it bad, it is very bad. It is not only contaminated, it is infiltrated with corruption, meaning everybody from the Sarge to the man on the street, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.